More than 100 college football all-stars visited the Shriners Hospital for Children in Tampa. Players and coaches shot baskets, threw around the football, and danced with some of the hospital's patients. It kicked off a week-long Shrine Game experience.
It's all about giving back, interacting, and having a good time, and knowing that each of us has different challenges, but if you have fire in the belly, you can overcome any challenge, any obstacle.
Action News. Well, a special day here in the Bay Area for many kids as more than 100 coaches and players of the 90th East-West Shrine Game visited the Children's Hospital of Shriners there today in St. Pete. The annual hospital visit is part of the game's rich history. College football player standouts from across the country began their week-long Shrine Game experience by visiting patients directly impacted by the game. Coaches and players all agree it doesn't matter which team you cheer for, it's the kids that are the real winners.
Everybody understands that the kids of the world is what's really important.
I go around telling my stories to different events, and I do a lot of sports. I do triathlons, I play sled hockey, and I'm on my high school track team.
Saturday marks the 90th game of the East-West Shrine football game. The game was created to help children in need and raise awareness for Shriners Hospitals for Children. Joining us today are Ricky Reynolds, former NFL player, very familiar here in Tampa Bay, played for the Bucks for 7 years, right? 7 years, and also for the New England Patriots. Played the Super Bowl for the Patriots, though, didn't you? Okay, and then patient ambassadors are also with him. Katie Ladley, did I say that right?
Yes.
Ladley, okay, and Joe Dertinger.
Oh, we're just an ambassador. They call some of the alumni, back to come back and kind of be, a voice for some of the younger guys, get a chance to meet and greet with them and talk to them about what the game is all about.
I was born with a condition called genuine diffuse phlebitictia Bockenheimer. It's basically a vascular condition, and over the years, it destroyed my knee cartilage. So in 7th grade, I had no knee cartilage. It was bone on bone. I was stuck in a wheelchair with a lot of medication. And so Shriners Hospital gave me two options, to either amputate my knee or to have a knee fusion. I chose amputation, and here I am now.
And here you're now smiling and happy and being able to walk on your own, which is amazing.
Well, I was born with a small foot on my right leg and missing a couple of fingers on each hand as well. The 2 fingers on my right hand were webbed together. So when I was 14 months old, I had my leg amputated and the 2 fingers separated. And since then, I've been able to live a very active life. I took up ski racing when I was 5, and I've just been going all over the country doing that.
Happening today, a special tradition celebrating 9 decades of teamwork, discipline, and perseverance. The 90th annual East-West Shrine Game is happening in St. Pete. It's a college all-star game dedicated to raising awareness and to support Shriners Hospitals for Children. Joining us today to talk about the big event, Game's Executive Director Harold Richardson from the Shriners Hospital, and National Patient Ambassadors Katie and Joe. This is the 90th year.
It's the 90th game. It's the longest running college all-star game. The only game that's longer than this is the Rose Bowl. The Rose Bowl is like in the 95th year.
And that's amazing because, again, we were just talking about this. This really is a showcase for they're seniors, so this is their last chance to showcase for the NFL, isn't it?
Yes, it is. This is a week-long job interview for these guys.
Well, the East-West Shrine Game is a showcase for up-and-coming NFL talent as national media and scouts from every professional team spend the week in St. Petersburg to review the players. But more than that, for 90 years, the game has helped raise money and awareness for Shriners Hospital for Children.
That have treated well over 1 million kids regardless of money. And it's changed the lives of 4 or 5 million people, counting all the families and whatnot. It just reminds the public of the things that we do, and they have about a $720 million budget a year for the 22 hospitals. So it's quite involved, and over years, like I say, we're getting close to 1,100,000 patients.
All right, moving on. We need some good news today, and we're going to get to it right now. Tomorrow, some of the best college football players in the country will compete in the East-West Shrine Game. It's at Tropicana Field, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, but more about the Shriners. And Harold Richardson is executive director of the game.
Well, the tagline is more than just a game.
Right.
And we've got 22 hospitals. We're well over 1 million kids that we've treated regardless of money, and which changes a lot of lives. And so that's what we're really proud of. I've jokingly said, but it's really not a joke, because these players now, they're at the kind of the peak of their physical deal, and they've never had physical problems.
So when the first day they arrive, you say, hey, we're going to get on the bus and we're going to go to the hospital and we're going to visit these patients who have all these problems. And they're happy to do it and they understand why, but it's not like we're going to do backflips and say, oh, goody, goody. But the fun part is, after they spend the afternoon at the hospital, the hardest part is getting them back on the bus. Sure. It's amazing to watch the connections that they make.
The Patient Ambassador program in St. Louis Hospital has definitely helped me connect to other patients. I mean, Madeline Hubbs is one of my best friends, and she's missing an arm, and we've definitely connected and spent a lot of time together.
New tonight, the local high school football player who lost his leg in an on-field accident last year has some new inspiration tonight. Bay News 9's Melissa Eichmann was there as LaShawn Williams met the players from the Shrine game.
The teen amputee watches practice for the East-West Shrine game.
I still got the same feeling on football and stuff like that, but it just probably never be the same with me.
Especially since he was injured playing football. These guys will certainly identify with that.
I just really look up to them and stuff like that and thank them for what they're doing.
LaShawn says he's doing well.
I got my permanent leg right now, and I walk in a lot. I just watch it now and just enjoy watching football like I usually did on a Sunday.
Executive Director Harold Richardson is making sure LaShawn and 9 of his friends get to watch the Shrine game Saturday in person.
Now, the 90th East-West Shrine game ended tonight with, guess what, just one touchdown being scored. The East squad won 19-3, but it was USF kicker Marvin Kloss outscoring all of those teams besides that touchdown. And with that effort, guess what? He took home the Shrine game MVP honors with those 4 field goals. Meanwhile, Tampa native Anthony Chicolell had a great game, too. The Miami and Alonzo High alum registered a sack and a few tackles for the East. And USF wideout and Jefferson High alum Andre Davis caught 3 catches for 37 yards. All around, not a bad game for these 3 guys.